Hey guys, it's Eric with the Miller Park Minute, where we're throwing strikes and getting likes, hitting dingers, getting listeners. Back again with another episode. This is your only Brewers Daily podcast on the interwebs every day. We upload fresh content 7 days a week. We are talking Brewers. If you want to hop on, I put the StreamYard link in there. You can come on and chat with me. Today was a good Sunday, Easter Sunday. Happy Easter to everyone. Um, and the Brewers put it down. We we stopped the Cardinals, so it's good to be doing doing well. We're going to talk about the man Christian Yelich today and his good day. But first, before we do that, let's just stop for a timeout. If you need to save money on tickets, we have a code at SeatGeek, $20 off your first purchase with SeatGeek. Um, then we also have, if you want to support the channel even more, you can go over to patreon.com/MillerParkMinute and support us there. We are on Apple, Spotify, Twitter, uh, you name it, we're there. YouTube, Apple Podcasts, everywhere. Today is going to be probably a lighter stream because everybody's celebrating the Easter holiday, and I understand that. So, catching this on the replay, no problem. We appreciate you for being here, one way or another. So this game was on the back of Christian Yelich, and we're going to talk about it in the good, the bad, and the downright ugly today. So it goes without saying that the season so far has been kind of exciting and fun, and we're having a good time. So the good really here today is we got good Christian Yelich today. He had a homer, an RBI, and 2 runs with a 3 for 5 on the day. Obviously, Peralta, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 7 Ks. Freddie Peralta is looking great so far this season, guys, and it's good to see. We also had Willie Adames going 3 for 4 with a homer, double, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. All in all, great game by our top performers and a great performance by Christian Yelich. So is he back now? Is the question, and that's what follows this. Christian Yelich had a great day at the plate. He had a great day. Let's just hope it builds his confidence going forward. Uh, they put him at leadoff, and he seems to do okay up there. Let's hope this confidence continues. We had 6 hits. Or I'm sorry, we had 11 hits on 6 runs. I had that backwards today. So pretty much everybody across the board, with the exception of Garrett Mitchell and Anderson and Weimer, got hits. So the big dogs, the guys who've been crushing it the first week did not hit, but the rest of the team picked them up. So that's another positive. That's more of the good. Um, the bad. We'll go back to that. Come back. Excuse me. We'll come back to that. The fact that the bullpen has gone this many games. I mean, Strzelecki came in, no runs allowed. Bush, no runs allowed. Milner, no runs allowed, and of course Devin Williams came in, no runs allowed. That is in and of itself is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't know the exact number of innings. I want to say it's like 27 straight innings without allowing a run from our bullpen. That's awesome because the bullpen was the biggest question. We've talked about this already. The bullpen was the biggest question going into this season. We didn't know what we had for a bullpen. Obviously, it's doing pretty well so far. So, I just had a thought. Oh, Freddie Peralta moves to 2-0 on the season. Freddie has been looking pretty solid. They were talking during the broadcast today about potentially that this could be an interesting go to see how long he stays healthy and to see how long everything goes, because he's jumping from basically 75 innings to trying to go 175 or 200 innings. So, but he got in the best shape of his life. He looks good out there. He's doing great. So props to Freddie Peralta. Time of game today was 2 hours and 49 minutes. Wasn't quite a sellout, 27,000 in attendance. It's a holiday game, so it is going to be what it is going to be with a game on a holiday. The bad of today's game. And this isn't the bad is not something that's just straight out. It's just the bad of the game. So don't take this as I'm turning on the young, but the young today did not produce. So if you look at the bottom, basically the bottom portion of our lineup, Mitchell through Weimer really accounted for one hit. They're gonna have their days. Mama said there'd be days like this. They're gonna struggle, and that is what it is. So I'm not ruling that as bad. I mean, we still had established players of the team, Christian Yelich and Willie Adames have been with us. They scored. They did the good. They were the good of today. So downright ugly. I am going to give the downright ugly to probably Woodford and Plain, because they were the ones responsible for all the runs today. So the Brewers got to the Cardinals. That's a good thing. We still stand atop the Central Division with today's game, with today's W. Just seeing if there's any violations, and it does not look like there was any violations today. It was a good day all around for a holiday game. Good stuff. So that's the good, the bad, and the downright ugly of today's Brewers game. Guys, 2-run double, Ronnie Tellez. Williams coming in, getting the final outs. Joey Weimer still out there, and that's the thing about this youth. They're out there contributing in the field too. They're not just bats. At the end of the day, we're not bats. They're not all bats, which is fine. We want them to be contributing fielders as well as bats. We don't just want them to contribute on the batter's half. So very good stuff out of the crew today. 7-2, first place in the NL Central. The Cardinals are 3-6 at 5th place in the NL Central. Good game. I'm gonna hold out some hope. When we talked bad about Yelich last night, and tonight we're gonna talk good. We're gonna hold out some hope that this is what he needs to get the ball rolling, get back. So that being said, we are moving on to our next opponent, and we got Arizona. So we go from a day game to a night game at a later time frame. So hold on to your butts. We got Wade Miley on the hill versus Zach Allen, who's 0-1. Wade Miley's 1-0. Zach Allen's got a 7.59 ERA. D-backs are 5-4, so they still got a winning record. They're above 500. Then on Tuesday, we've got Burns versus Kelly, both of which are 0-1. Burns' ERA is struggling a little bit, 9.64. and Merrill Kelly has a 3.86 ERA. So hopefully we'll hopefully see Christian or Corbin Burns figure it out in Arizona. Maybe it's just the warm weather. Who knows? And then we got Woodruff versus TBD. TBD sure gets a lot of starts in the majors, right? So it looks like we did make a move today as well. We acquired Bennett Sousa. It looks like Sousa from the Reds. And then we transferred Ashby to the 60-day IL today. So looks like Sousa had a 8.41 ERA with Chicago last year. So this is a reclamation project. They like what they see out of him. They're probably gonna put him in the pitching lab and hopefully generate something there, which is I'll take it. I mean, Hauser, as of April 8th, which is yesterday, officially headed to Nashville, excuse me, to get work in. As he is on his way back. All right, so we're going to run down the best of the stats after today's game. So right now, Brian Anderson is batting 370. Christian Yelich has scored 9 runs. Brian Anderson is leading with home runs with 3. And, well, he's tied. I should say he and Garrett Mitchell are tied at 3. Runs batted in, Brian Anderson. Stolen bases, Bryce Turing. Then if we go to pitching, we have Freddie Peralta is leading with 2 wins. Devin Williams is leading, obviously, or is tied for saves with Bryce Wilson. Freddie Peralta has a .75 ERA. Strikeouts, Freddie Peralta has 14. I don't know if that's up to date to the game that just completed or not. And Brandon Woodruff has a .88 whip on the season thus far. So, good stuff. Good game today for the Brew Crew. It's always fun to have a win, especially on a holiday day where you're not watching the Easter Sunday magic, as they call it, the team streak and all that has been super fun over the years. So we are looking forward to it. I see a lot of people got those Giannis jerseys. They look pretty good. They're pretty slick. And let's talk about scores around the league real quick, guys. Real quick, we'll go to the league scores just to check in, just to see. O'Neal Cruz fractured ankle on collision that sparks bench clearing brawl. Oh no. Judge hit 2 homers today. Morrell off to a sizzling start off at Iowa. 7 runs score without a hit. Did you guys see this story? I don't know if you saw this story, but I'm going to talk about this for a minute. So there was a game in Chattanooga. Chattanooga Lookouts versus the Rock City Trash Pandas. And they actually scored 7. The Chattanooga Lookouts scored 7 runs without getting a hit, without the benefit of a hit. So it was a no-hitter that they won without getting a hit. It was 7-5 was the final. Winning pitcher goes by the name is Fisher. Joyce got the loss, and the was Garcia. The Trash Pandas are an Angels affiliate, and they have the one of the number one hitting or pitching prospects on that team. It's kind of just an interesting thing overall, and you don't see that, so that's super rare. No hitter, but 7 runs scored because it's baseball. That's why. Marte exits after sustaining a strain. Next strain on a stolen base. Check out some scores real quick, see if anybody's finished up besides us. Ooh, top of 12, Guardians and Seattle. 6-5 Mariners right now, mid 12. Washington is losing to Colorado 6-7. That's in the end of the 6th. Royals are beating San Fran 1-0. Bottom of the 6th. Top of 5th. The Angels are beating the Blue Jays. Bottom 4. D-backs are beating the Dodgers. Reds and Phillies went final at Reds 6, Phillies 4. Boston beat the Tigers 4-1. The Athletics lost to the Rays. The Rays remain undefeated on the season, and it was 11-0. Pittsburgh beat Chicago White Sox 1-0. Yankees beat the Orioles 5-3. Marlins beat the Mets 7-2. The Astros beat the Twins 5-1. Of course, we beat the Cardinals 6-1. And Texas beat the Cubbies 8-2. So that is the updates for scores around the league. We got the news in. Let's see if there's any other news in the Brewers sphere. Welcome to who's ever here live with us right now. Welcome. Remember to go check out our friends at brewerfanatics.com. I got an exclusive video coming up this week in the next 2 to 3 days. So you'll be able to see that at brewersfanatic.com. They've got a little bracket challenge. I'm not going to spoil it, but favorite Brewers player, go over there and see who it is. Just seeing what we got for news real quick. Talked about Jackson Churio. We already know he's top prospect. All right. Well, that's all we got for today. That's really it in this episode. Happy Easter to you guys. I really appreciate you guys for watching and being a part of this channel. Thank you. As always, remember to like, subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcast platform. And we will check you next time. Thanks for watching, and go Brewers.